जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम ओम राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय 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 राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम प्रणाम प्रणाम
प्रणाम स्वामी जी
प्रणाम प्रणाम. For the past 2-3 days, 3-4 days, when we were prompted to concentrate upon the first book of Papa, which came out in a published form in 1925. That means we are now in the 100th year, centenary. As a sadhaka, as the spiritual children of Papa, he keeps on reminding us that we have been drawn to Papa's teachings, we have been drawn to Anandashram, we have been drawn to Nam chanting. We enjoy to a certain extent, we get benefited to a certain extent. But gently, Papa is warning us that that is not enough. We must place the ultimate goal before us of feeling the presence of that power behind our thoughts, words and deeds. This should be clear. Big words we don't want, God realization, this and that. No. I want to know my real being. I am working now based upon a notion about myself. It is all right, that is also given by him. But really I am not. I am something other than what I assume myself to be. So, inquest of God opens up a process by which we retain the sense of individuality and at the same time we become aware of the essence or spirit behind it. Please think of this. This should be very clear. This is sadhana. No? Sadhana is not to be limited to a discipline. Sadhana should enable us to remind us of the goal to be scaled. And the goal is eternal happiness, the fullness, freedom from insufficiency, incompleteness, always remaining full. Very difficult, very difficult. But then let the goal be clear before us. We have been assured by Shastras and Mahatmas by their life that this is possible. We don't have to leave anything, we don't have to change the field, but at the same time, some dimension has to enter into us by which we try to understand the goal and also a methodology suitable to our nature to attain that goal. This should be very clear in our mind. Otherwise, we may be thinking chanting of Ram Nam, bhajan, visiting temples, ashrams, seeing Mahatmas, going to Punyakshetra, reading of the biographies and philosophies of masters, and such other disciplines. And that is one compartment. Our life, family life, professional life, social life, another compartment. No. Because I am there, both. So Papa's one quotation is, spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. God is in the world acting through every one of us. God realization does not mean going to some other place beyond the world. Spirituality consists in doing everything here. all the time being conscious of His presence within us and about us. This is Papa's beautiful direction to all of us. This is spirituality. I should become aware that at the moment I feel I am the doer, I am the planner, I am the thinker, I am the enjoyer, I am the sufferer, I am the gainer, I am the loser. It's all right. I have made you to act. You feel that, but you are not that. Just like from early in the morning, we play so many roles with so many people, not in a uniform way. The mother seeing her husband becomes a wife. The mother seeing her children become a mother. The mother, she is suppose working, if she is her colleagues, she is a boss. Or if she is a boss, somebody is working at her, subordinates. A friend to a friend. The doctor, then like that, no? So many roles. And we have been able to successfully do it without any confusion because there is an underlying principle in us that this role is there only with reference to this field. So similarly, He has given us a role to perform. It is relevant to the field in which we play, but we are not that. Papa's own words are this: to know who you are in reality is the real quest. To know who you are in reality is the real quest. This background should be there. And for the sake of newcomers, we will go through the boards again and note down some important points. A few boards first. Papa Swami Ramdas's endless struggles in his mundane life, resulting in utter helplessness, led his advent into the world as a mendicant. Endless struggles. He heard the inner voice of God. It was like a plank thrown towards a man struggling for very life in the stormy waves of a raging sea. Something to hold on, he got it. On 27th December 1922, at 5 o'clock in the morning, he left Mangalore by train by bidding farewell to a world for which he had lost all attraction. It was not just going, no. He had lost all attraction, and in which he could find nothing to call his own. Body, mind, soul, all were laid at the feet of God. A seeker's likes and dislikes, favors and prejudices set up a thick wall on his path. He should fling himself into the infinite life. Just now we said, the me and mine, assumed role of me and mine is because it has what? Likes and dislikes, favors and prejudices. They set up a thick wall on his path. He should fling himself into the infinite life. From the cocooned life to a broader life. Passing through Erode and Trichy, Papa was guided to the banks of Kaveri, where he renounced all that he was holding dearly, including his name Vittal Rao. For him, sannyas was like being lifted by the divine from the narrow pond of a worldly life to be thrown into the extensive ocean of a universal life. Narrow pond of a worldly life thrown into the extensive ocean of a universal life. In our language, me to we. Sannyas is a dedication of our entire being to the Lord. It is a spontaneous wave of aspiration rising from within our own heart. Sannyasi is not subsequently leaving anything, changing, automatic. In that process, everything gets dropped off, that's all. our entire being to the Lord. Previously, I was limiting myself to some X, Y, Z, to persons, to institutions, to objects, to situations. I am free. It's a dedication of our entire being to the Lord and His service. Lord, who is in the form of creations, co-creations. Co-creation and Mother Nature, you can call it. It's also a co-creation, but mind may not immediately, because that has been there, as the first creation. And then arising from within our own heart. So this is Srirangam he got. Throwing himself entirely at the feet of God, Papa traveled wherever he was guided to, with an empty pocket, just 2 clothes and a few books, all his possession in the world. Hurdles did not hold him back. He managed to find something positive and in every experience. Where others found prickly thorns, he saw fragrant roses. Sit down. Optimism leads you Godward, while pessimism pushes you down into the morass of skepticism, despair, and woe. As his one and only guide and guardian led him further, he saw many wonders of the art of architecture. But behind every carved stone, beneath every masterpiece, he found the signature of his master. Every towering structure showed him the splendorous glory of the Creator. Be the light unto yourself, and in your own original way manifest the magnificence and power of your enlightened life. Be highly creative and set free the infinite power that is within you. These are the words of Papa. The first one was our commentary. The red one is the words. That is how all creativity has come. All creature comforts have come, including the language, including the laptop, including the building, including the TV, including our shirt, including our specs. Think. The probing nature. Creativity comes out in creativity. The probing nature is the bedrock for creating creativity. Not clerical, not control C, control V. Something original. So Papa says, be the light unto yourself, and in your own original way manifest the magnificence and power of your enlightened life. Be highly creative, set free the infinite power that is within you. Actually, that is the signature. The other day we were sharing, every paper is valid only when it carries the signature. Whether it is a check, whether it is a bank withdrawal. Nowadays you don't need check. Okay, you give a note. But you have to sign. Then only the bank will. You have typed out everything. But if it has to be processed, it should carry your signature. Similarly, in anything and everything, if we see God's will, that is called God's signature. He found the signature of his master. His path was often paved with hurdles, but with no grumbling or mumbling, he went on, embracing every situation cheerfully. At unexpected corners, he found the generous providence of God. He did as exactly he was prompted to. At the same time, whenever things did not happen as expected, he took even the non-fulfillment as his will and wish. Because it is not treated as a negative thing. God gave us, God did not want to give us now. Okay, there must be a purpose, always be. Life must flow spontaneously like a river. Whatever act you do will in this condition be utterly divine. Don't have any misgivings or doubts. Push on until the great truth within you reveals itself in all its glory through every part of your being. Surprises awaited him everywhere. Strangers became friends. Those who misjudged his attire and appearance, called him names, later came to realize his worth and became admiring benefactors. In unfriendly encounters, he would never react on impulse. Eventually, they turned out to be benevolent experience. Do not forget that you live and move in a world which is really a passing show. Do not be attached to it, nor be in any way identified with it. Take the whole world game for what it is worth. Pondicherry. God proposes, God disposes. That is how the old saying went for Papa Swami Ramdas. Not man proposes, God disposes. Then only you change your attitude. God proposes, God disposes. Since he always believed that God is the guide, unfulfilled outcomes did not lead him to despair or disappointment. Like a feather drifting in the breeze, he wandered along without any resistance or reluctance. Human life is rich with gifts which God has poured into it, for God himself is at the source of all lives in the world. For the sake of newcomers, we would like to repeat here, God himself is at the source of all lives. This is the cream of our spiritual journey. Whatever we have heard, it will not stay. But this one you keep on thinking. I did not plan my birth. Just as all of you have planned to come here, some preparation you have done. Like that, the me and mine did not do anything for our very birth. Later on, we realized we came because of our parents. Later on, we realized parents were born to their parents. Later on, he made us to realize that we can keep on talking like that, parent. Who is the first parent, from where it started? We have no idea. Then we go to the Shastras, and then the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the Bijam of everything. I am the eternal seed of everything. Though we don't have any clarity, one thing is sure, we are there, in concrete form. And we must have a source. Only from something can come. From nothing, something can never come. So there must be Papa used to name it as the first cause, So we have understood everything except the first cause. If we come to know of the first cause, we will properly relate ourselves with the entire creation, because everything owes to that cause. Because we were not aware of it, the otherness have taken such a deep root in us, all our problems have started. The me and mine is predominant. Today we are happy, next day we are unhappy. Today we gain, tomorrow we keep on, the pendulum keeps on going. Sometimes we smile, sometimes we weep. But whereas we have come from that eternal happiness, I am that Satchitananda, I am that Brahman. I am that fullness. I am that completeness. where all these things cannot be there. That is my source. Not that I am learning and becoming. That is my source, from where I have come. I have forgotten. So the human life is rich with the gifts which God has poured into it, for God Himself is at the source of all lives in the world. Anything that we use has come from Him. So automatically our reverence, a touch of love, touch of perfection, touch of dedication, touch of gratitude, that slowly merges in handling and dealing with men, objects, situation. At home, in the office, with friends. Though it is an uphill task, but this is the truth. And as a spiritual child, we try to learn this, simple, rational. This is scientific, 100% scientific, not a dictum or dogma. Without mud, there cannot be pots. Pot is nothing but mud in different forms. Removal of mud from the pot means nothingness. Therefore, mud is inherent and concurrent in pot. Without cause, there cannot be effect. Effect is nothing but cause in different forms. Removal of the cause from us means nothingness. Therefore, cause is inherent and concurrent in all of us. We can come, we are there as the effect. There should be a cause. I may not be very clear, but there should be a cause. So without that cause, we are all nothing but that cause in different forms. Removal of that cause from us means nothingness. Therefore, that cause is inherent and concurrent in us. Like that, it's all 100% scientific, 100%. So when we hear God Himself is the source of all lives in the world, it is not a theory. It is a practical fact, truth, about which we are not aware. So we will now intellectually first become aware and then slowly try to penetrate into the deeper chambers and then get assimilated and become one with it. Papa's travels took him to diverse experiences, from meandering through crowded streets to meditating in the cave for a month in full solitude. He felt God's living presence in every breath. Every creature around the cave reminded him of his process. Every breath, think about it, He felt God's living presence. He felt God's living presence in every breath. Suddenly we realize every breath, we have no control. If that stops, what will happen. And this breath is interlinked with the three other functionings: the heartbeat, the blood circulation, the digestion. Think, if these four, nothing we do for that. 1 lakh times a day the heart beats in us. We are not even aware of it. 6 liters of blood, according to one doctor, is traveling through 1,20,000 kilometers in our body every day. That is why the whole body becomes active. Whatever we eat, a mechanism is inside to take whatever is needed for body, whatever is needed for bone, whatever is needed for blood, and whatever is not needed by these, it is purged out in the form of stools or urine. We don't do anything. Entire metabolism takes place because oxygen goes inside. In that process, we have been told excess of carbon dioxide is there, it has to be purged out. So inhaling, exhaling, we don't do anything. So there is a power within us. Who is responsible for it? We call it as life force. Papa says he felt God's living presence in every breath. Every creature around the cave reminded him of his providence. His fellowship with nature was so close that even squirrels would come to eat from his hand without any fear. Prayer of Ramana, prayer and meditation open up a channel of communication with God so that His grace may fill you, transform your life into His very image. Prayer and meditation. Meditation means, going deep within, inward journey. Where we go past all the concepts, notions, judgments. As he wandered from place to place, he did not know what to do there or where to go next. But he knew one thing, for sure. That's a beautiful word. For his master has got the plan. The master plan of his journey of life. Every time he was constant. Suppose you go with a map and on an expedition in the forest, you are not sure. Every now and then you will look at the plan. That will guide you. Because you are guided by that master plan. How to go, how to move about, how to go out, how to step in, how to go out. So here, like that in my God gave us a sense of individuality and He has got a master plan. Because He has sent us, He must have a master plan for us. In Papa's case, he was quite aware of it. We think we have to do the master plan. No. He knew one thing for sure, that his master has got the master plan of his journey of life. As much as he found his presence around him, he also knew that what he was seeking was within. Not outside, not outside. Repetition of Ram Nam simultaneously with meditation on the great ideal is perfectly right. But the remembrance must flow in the mind without break, like the stream of oil poured from one vessel into another. And then only all these things will happen. What is the whole purpose of this journey? Papa once encountered this question. He had no doubt in quest of God. It was clear to him that God is everywhere. But he wanted to experience the same. Remaining in a place is everywhere. And to some extent his presence has been felt inside. But still, only our exposure will confirm that he is everywhere. That is why he was prompted to leave everything and go. With strangers, with not suitable conditions, whether the same equilibrium is there. Where we are not known at all, where we don't have any possession at all, where we have nothing to fall back upon. So it was clear to him that God is everywhere, but he wanted to experience the same, and he felt this wherever he went, whoever he met. To him, all signs and signals led to one direction, to God. Signs and signals. Turn your mind day by day toward the immortal source of your life, God. Let your actions flow like gentle stream, singing the melodious song of divine service. Behold your beloved everywhere. Immortal source of your life. That is the important thing. We should be very clear about this. Outwardly we may be doing so many things under the banner of spiritual discipline. The real purpose is to know, Papa's words, to know who you are in reality is the real quest. not the assumed personality. Let it play its role. We don't have to stop it. But we should know, basically, intrinsically, essentially, who am I? During his travels, I was fortunate enough to receive the services of many kind. I think we are not reached there. No? Now, 13 boats we have covered. Let us see at least a few points remain in our. Can anybody say anything?
Signature of God in all His creations.
Eh?
Signature of God.
Signature of God.
Signature. Correct.
God proposes, God is.
It's a very, that word, it should get imprinted in our heart. So that even impulsive action will not come, because it has to be signed by him. God remembrance alone can make us his signature, his approval. God remembrance. Very good. Then
God proposes, God disposes.
Everywhere. Beautiful. Normally we say, I wanted to go, but somehow something got. No. I wanted to do this, I did this, I attempted this, I started this. But instead of that, we will know that he is within me. He proposed. Later on, he found it not suitable, he disposed. This is a very important point, very important. Huh?
And he said prickly thorns and roses. When others saw prickly thorns, he saw fragrant roses.
1 minute, sir. So first we talked about
Meditation and signature.
Master.
first is signature. Then
God proposes. And he said prickly thorns and fragrant roses. Prickly thorns and fragrant roses. The master has a master plan.
red roses.
No, fragrant roses. Fragrant roses.
Swamiji, God in the world. God in the world.
No, I 1 minute. Thorn. Why it is showing like this? Anyhow, then next.
Then master has a master plan.
Master plan. Then
God in the world acting through every one of us.
God in the world is acting through every one of us.
God in the world.
Is acting through every one of us. Another one is good source of our being.
That is the living presence of God. Sannyas is a way of asking.
Source, I think probably what she means. Source of all sources.
Then she said breath.
Wait. Anybody else? Whatever.
Cognition of His presence always, like as oil is poured from one vessel to another continuously.
Oh yes, that is it later on. But that
Yes.
God remembrance treatment should flow like oil from one vessel to another vessel. Our communion with God.
On what pretext?
Yes, communal.
On what pretext? That general statement we know, no? These points should immediately trigger a series of mental processes in our mind. Because we should go to the source, agreed. Signature, master plan, God proposes, God disposes.
Positive thoughts.
Huh?
Positive thoughts. She thinks positive thoughts.
That is fragrant roses instead of thorny, prickly thorns.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect.
Very difficult, we are unable to remember even this. Just now we went through that. Heartfelt prayer, hearing inner voice. Renunciation, including the name, all were laid at the feet of Ram. What is renunciation? He is not changing the clause. Narrow pond to universal life. Zero possession, yet feeling thoroughly safe. Seeing roses instead of thorns. Seeing the signature in everything. Both fulfillment and non-fulfillment are from him. Impulsive reactions leave when his presence is felt. God proposes, God disposes. Both in crowded place as well as in solitude, his presence is felt. Master has got a master plan. Again try, because today when we go, we must carry something, something to ponder over, which relate to my very life, not a life here to be lived. In wherever field God has placed me, as a family man, professional man, social man, retired man.
Swamiji? Through prayer and meditation, we turn within. With the help of the prayer and meditation, we turn within.
It could. Yes.
Constant dialogue.
Constant dialogue. Second chapter. No, second chapter you can see that. Constant dialogue with him. Prayer is nothing but a dialogue. Prayer is nothing but a dialogue. But unfortunately, we have not understood that it is a dialogue between us and him, who is within me. Any prayer is a dialogue. Unfortunately, we have treated it as something separate, Just like we are reading out anything, it's a prayer, that's all. That is why it is not touching our heart. Suppose we bring in the dimension that I am praying to him who is within me, the whole thing changes. We are asked to read out the prayer, we read the prayer, that's all, There is no emotional involvement there. That is what is needed. So constant dialogue, heartfelt prayer, hearing inner voice, that will come only when this constant dialogue with him is there. Actually, they should go first. Constant dialogue can be in the form of a talk, in the form of feeling the closeness, and even the name we are chanting, it is a dialogue. When he says you should simultaneously bring attributes. I am chanting the name of one who is this, who is within me and who is making me to chant. This recognition is also a dialogue to be very. There should be an emotional, what do you call it? Eh? It is not superficial. When Papa says Ramnam should come from the bottom of the heart, what does it mean? Then only the emotional bond, emotional connect, which makes the prayer its real purpose. We feel joyful, as soon as the prayer is rendered. We are not worried about the result. Because the purpose of prayer is to feel His presence, which we get when we do it with this emotional connect. Many bhajan songs, you and I like. Why, There is an emotional bonding. You think about it. So now today we get a new dimension. Prayer should be done with an emotional feeling, not as a matter of routine, as a matter of discipline. O adorable presence, thou who art within me, above and below and all around, thou who art interpenetrating the very cells of my being. Just think about it. If you repeat the words and we close our eyes and we bring before us that power, either with a form or without form, adorable presence, Mahaniya Sannidhyam. To that we are addressing. So instead of repeating the words, suppose we said, you are above and below and all around, you are interpenetrating the very cells of my being, you are the eye of my eyes, ear of my ears, heart of my heart, mind of our mind, soul of my soul, breath of our breath, soul of my soul. Bless us, dear God. Now what is the name? Bless us, please, to become aware of your presence now and here. And we pause for a moment. Then only the emotional connect becomes conspicuous. Otherwise it will not be there, just bless me to become aware of His presence now and here, thou who art. Next line we go. It doesn't make any impact in us. For decades we have been telling, not 1 or 2 years, decades. I am seeing now. Correct. What is it that makes me to see? If that is not there, I am dead, Each and everything, Ear of my ear, heart of my heart. If the heartbeat is not there, what will happen? So some clues, Swami Omkaranji has beautifully brought it so that you get connected to the Almighty, who is within us, who is, Papa's words we remember, throbbing, thrilling and vibrating. Throbbing, thrilling and vibrating. It is going on in us. And the so-called me and mine has no role practically. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, thinking, smelling, heartbeat. Papa used to add this. Nail growing, hair growing. Because he wants us to know that. From this you should try to know that you are not what you assume yourself to be. If that power is away from you, we have seen dead bodies. That power is away from you, you are dead. So you exist because of that power. I am not aware. Though I am borrowing, I am existing because of this power, still I am unaware of it. So this we remember constant dialogue. Constant dialogue enables us to bring out all these. We don't have to study any scriptures. Just look within. Our master has simplified everything. You just look at yourself. See how it is there, how it is functioning. What is it that makes to get functioned? To start with, my seeing, my hearing, my touching, my tasting, my smelling, my thinking. We have before.
emotional effect mother tongue mother tongue
correct. அதனால தான் எல்லாத்தையும் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி மதர் டங்கில் பேசணும். Because then there is a connect. You are right. That is why we still remember certain prayer and poems which we have learned when we were children, because it was in our mother tongue. It is still very, 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 very clear. So that the theme has entered into our system.
But when nearness feeling
so now we have to develop Papa's every word. We try to understand it through our own mother tongue. And that effort, that itself will bring us joy. Nowadays, when we learn the language English has become so close to us, there also we enjoy, because there is a close connection between our understanding English language. There also, to many of us, the emotional connect is there. For example, the moment he says signature of the life, we were able to understand. There is a joy in understanding it. A thrill is there. The master has got a master plan. It's not a simple word, master and plan. It has got something is there which we understand and enjoy and experience, because there is an emotional connect with those words. God proposes, God disposes. Suddenly we understand through the meaning. We were thinking we are proposing and he is disposing it, either positive or negative. No, he himself is behind this. He himself is behind that. So when we know that, there is an emotional connect. So when we deal with men and matters, many things happen. It will not shake us. Though it shakes us, it will be for a short time. It will not be deep. By the time, we are disturbed, but slowly all these things will help us to see that it doesn't go deep into us. It's all right. At that time he was prompted to say like that. Okay, it's all right. Like that we will immediately leave. So the first, constant dialogue with him means heartfelt prayer or hearing inner voice. All these things will be possible only when we develop an emotional connect. Not as a routine, not as a program. But in an organization, there will be a set program that has to be done. After hearing this, we cannot stop from morning till noon. So many activities because that is meant for people who are coming, first time. And there will be an orderliness. But care should be taken by the sadhakas to see that they don't simply go by the routine or discipline there. There is an emotional connect that we have missed all these years. Otherwise, our repetition of peace prayer and Papa's universal prayer must have purified us, must have lifted us from the individual to a little more higher being. Because this prayer will go inside, you know. Whatever I do, what is that word?
Be a fitting offering at thy holy feet.
Let it be a fitting offering at thy holy feet. Every morning we, whatever, not selective. Because there is no binding there, we are not emotionally bound by it. What happens? It stays at the superficial level, does not have any impact in my thoughts, words and deeds. I act as I was doing it previously. I am not bringing him, though I say that whatever I do may be a fitting offering at thy holy feet. The first line itself pricks us, you know. Second line. What is the second line?
I surrender myself entirely.
I surrender myself entirely to you. I have not surrendered everything. Why everything? Not a single thing I have surrendered to you. But I keep on telling every day, O Lord of the universe, O Creator, Protector, Destroyer of the world, I come in all humility to thy holy feet and surrender myself entirely to thee. Not even one. 100%.
To come in all humility. Where is the humility also?
Now you see, because the emotional connect is not there, it has no impact. One impact is there. Have you read the universal prayer? Yes. Immediately after this, we will take universal prayer. Prabhu Vishwanatha. After that or before that? Before that. No, I think.
After prayer, singing.
English prayer,
English prayer
then
and then Prabhu Vishwanatha. For a long, many decades, we were not even knowing that Prabhu Vishwanatha is the version of universal prayer. That is, because this is the language we don't know. So when we started coming on almost on a permanent basis here, every day nice to hear, tune is very nice. We don't know Marathi. Then one day, and many people came and asked us, foreigners especially, what is the meaning? So there was no meaning here. So then we took it up with Puja Swamiji. Puja Swamiji said, it was not there, we can try. You get it translated from all. Then suddenly we came to know this is nothing but universal prayer. Anyway, so all this because there was no connect. Renunciation, including the name, all were laid at the feet of Ram. It is not partial. So the mind must become at that maturity to leave everything. No? From narrow pond to universal life. They are very clear. The me and mine, the cocooned area of me and mine. I know I exist because of the factors other than me, but my mind refuses to come out of me and mine. I know even the language which I am talking, I have not done anything for that. Like that, when I start identifying, opening my eyes, everything I see, I have no role at all in it. But still, I am unable to get out of it. So this is an attempt from the narrow pond to universal. Zero possession, yet feeling thoroughly safe. Because I don't have to keep anything, because I know the master planner, benefactor is there. The benefactor is also traveling with me. He has been traveling with me right from the moment I became I am. Until this moment, the benefactor has been with me. So I don't have to plan anything extra. This feeling, The benefactor has been with me. That is why my heart beats, my blood circulates, my digestion takes place, the breathing takes place. He has been with me. When we become aware of it, zero possession. Seeing roses instead of thorns. We know in a rose plant there are thorns and roses. We don't condemn the thorns because it is the rose seedling, what do you call it? Rose plant. Rose plant gives us the roses. And its nature is to have thorns. So we look at the thorns and get ourselves stranded there without enjoying the gift of God through rose. Not that we are belittling or we are leaving the thorns. Think. Each word is pregnant with profound ideas. Seeing the signature in everything.
The thorn is the protector of the
Plant.
creation, plant, and the rose code protection.
So when we accept it, we will not treat it as a negative thing. Seeing the signature in everything. If this comes to a very great action, we have progressed. Seeing the signature in everything. Because this language we can understand. Every day, how many signatures we put in our official matters, then only it becomes valid, So the validity comes from putting the signature. So similarly, behind everything, seeing the signature in everything. Not only in splendorous thing, but also in any other thing opposite to it. Both fulfillment and non-fulfillment are from Him. That is why, the signature means signature in anything. The judge's signature can release a prisoner, it can also send him to the gallows, Impulsive reactions leave when His presence is felt. That's why Puja Swamiji used to say, chant 3 times or 11 times Ram Nam before you react. Put a break. Impulsive reactions leave when His presence is felt, so that, God's will. God proposes, God disposes. Both in crowded place as well as in solitude, His presence is felt. That is why it is sent, First we have to be in solitude, no doubt. First we are in the midst of crowd, at home. And then we cannot stop with that, we have to also be in a solitude. When we go to the puja room, when we were children, nobody will be there. When we do our own prayer before we go to school. When we prepare for puja, nobody will be there. And at that time we may not understand, but now we can understand how our mind was functioning, totally concentrated on that. Then we come out of it. Later on, through our master, we learn the puja material inside and the other forms of activities outside are both given by him only. Master has got a master plan. So these 10 or 11 points, again we suppose to do that. That means from the text, we have filtered and brought something in the form of boats. Again filtered through these small words. Again suppose we filter, we may say, so that it is easy for us to take in. It will remember.
Spirituality is not other than the worldly.
Absolutely. Later on we will realize that there is no divide between spiritual and worldly. I think that is enough today. Tomorrow we will take. So many points again, getting refined, renewed. We become aware of its importance more and more. More about it tomorrow. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om.
Shri
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai
Hari Om, Pranam Swami. Pranam Swami.
Pranam Swami. Pranam Swami. Pranam. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram.
Hari Om. Pranam Swami.
நல்லெண்ணெய் உண்டு கொஞ்சம் தான் குடிச்சிட்டேன் இத்தனை உண்டு நிறைய இருக்கு കുറച്ച് കുടിച്ചു You want that? What? But she has got it. I think she wants.
Yeah, sure, we can tell something. Because reading it is difficult. Okay, I will tell something.
ആൾക്കാർ അധികമായിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ